When there's a beginning, there's an ending too. As we go, we'll come across many predicaments. Feel like lights beneath, colors of love that's excellent. The pictures fade away, beauty will remain the same.
Stop living dead when your heart's beating still. No slowing down for me, I'm never gon' chill. Every low phase of riding like a trail I by the roads but outshine.
Only time will tell the mind we should have pleased. Longer we wait, may it be this way to keep. Standing by for instance, shouting is the pain.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Only from the heart one reaches to the sky. Ups and downs it goes, but ends up and meets on the right. As you go, believing the faith in yourself.
Gotta fix your life, go get it go.
Trust is the name, reflect hope and fear. Be brave and unending. When light just scared, this truth works out. Which may be hearts and stars of life, meanings all of the search for.
Question, no answers, will this be for nothing? I felt so worthless and nervous, disgusting. I won't be so broken unless I conducted diligently, patiently, and trusted myself. Nothing was given to me, so gotta go earn it. Every pain needs another motivation, I burn it. Reputation doesn't stop death, but it stops life. Accepting open minds for life.
One day this quiet voices will be heard, loud and clear the story of the ones with me.
Hands up.
Shed no tears, realize what we left behind.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Explore within the limits of the time. No one should need to burn me to a way of life. No matter how far,
No matter how far,
how tell you that, wouldn't I feel so weak? Breaking my heart when words reach the stars. You won't leave me again. If I could ever tell you that, you would not leave me. When stars light the moon, wonder how love's in your eyes. I need a smile so close, always thinking of you. Up in the sky high, the moon reaches stars. If you only died, being your heart is so close, would this last long?
Sonic touching monsters in. What are they thinking? Please explain it. Don't really need this crap. Can waste time. What opposites can copy and paste on. Doing it better, never settling for another regular. Let it to my enemies, and I'm telling you, I'm breaking it down to the level molecular. Better be wise when you're choosing battles, mostly battles. You know one of those big time shady fools they will fight for. Drop these bars in my sleep. Give me tricks up my sleeve. Wait too late for you to let it out. Get ready.
Disturbing the peace, look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's late for apologies, it's going down.
You're thirsty for blood, actually craving for love. What you really want is the greed makes you go numb. Purposefully blocking good thoughts. Ain't please not to doctors. About to be that patient, cause I'm about to knock him out cold. Bring it back, please. Whole lot of moves I make you on your light dance floor. Enjoying this beat down and probably wish that you could fast forward. Don't you worry about it, just some roofing last words. After do this, do that, and the third.
Disturbing the peace, look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies, it's scarred. Some things may break me, but always get back out. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel down, disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for
Aha.
Hello there.
Sorry, I don't know. I wasn't really how to introduce this one, but hi. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Once again, I guess it's gonna be a bit of a small crowd tonight. Everyone is here.
I got a bad case of the lumps.
What?
No, I'm joking.
I figured, but you know, just had to check for a friend.
I had to say something. I felt the urge to say something out of pocket.
I'll take it, I guess. But hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to talk about, but I hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a nice, lovely week, and hopefully you got the whole evening to yourselves. You don't have to work. Hopefully, I hope. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what your schedules are, but in any case, thanks for stopping by so far. So last time we left off on around the start of the second case of the game. My my character has finally been introduced, Herlock Sholmes. So I'll, without a doubt, when possible, be doing the voice for him. I think Ria Nusuke will have to be passed on to you, Smash.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we agreed upon.
Yeah. So just so it's not just me, I was trying to juggle between two because that was quite much last time.
Yeah, and I didn't think to kind of step in.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I should. The back of my mind, I was like, maybe I should just think, oh, maybe I should get Smash to Ria Nusuke, but it's whatever. Yes. I guess I better go boot up the game, shouldn't I? That might help.
I'm gonna make him sound like Morty.
No,
I'm joking.
That'd be awful. Awful. Terrible, even.
That would be awful.
Just like the worst.
Yeah, because you know the voice actor for Morty can only do one voice.
Sure seems that way, doesn't it? Just give me one moment. I need to refresh the thing. Okay, now it should just be displaying the true game of tonight. It's it was still on Vesperia, so I fixed that up. All right. I can be whoever you need to be in here for a bit, but now I'm just enjoying the show. Fair enough, Des. We will improvise as best we can. We may not guarantee we'll be doing all the voices, and with the crowd thins down, voice acting is probably going to be done to an absolute minimum. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty neat. It starts up with the little screen on the whereabouts you stop plus. That's cool. Also, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear the game. Yep. Seems alright.
I can't hear the subtitles.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Alright, so we can't really converse with anybody at this point, so let's keep examining around. There's a few other things we didn't get around to examining.
That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. Pretty tasty.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susanna-san. I ate the table, of course. I ate at the table, of course.
You ate the table?
Yeah, like extra nutrition. I'm a growing boy.
You must need a lot of fiber in your diet.
begs the question. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. He didn't touch it. More for me.
And me.
Wow, I actually predicted the line.
He did actually. Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly? Oh, his belly. It's just too horrible.
Now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach.
Oh, he's gonna have to go shish kebabs, isn't he? Alright. That's Kazuma-san's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yes, he was always saying that the Japanese man's katana is his soul. Fucking weeaboo.
Yes, he was indeed a weeaboo, even in his dying moments. I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on the trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy was always a reflection of his heart. Yet, can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can! I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to?
Even though you stowed away on this ship?
Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win.
She is just determined about that. There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason.
Yes, it's strange. Last night, when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. It was still. No, wait a minute.
What is it?
That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all.
So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama?
No!
Oh, what's that little bit on the floor though?
No.
But let's see. Oh, that's a few smashes.
Oh wait. Oh man. What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like that, like this around with him, would he?
And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It has some sort of brick-like hue.
Yeah, you're right. It's the color of a brick, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? And what is going on with the wall in the background there?
We are in the Matrix. Even though I don't see anything of the same color, even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else here in the cabin.
Was there anything else? Or examine that? Examine this case. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes. Carries a lot of memories for me.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well, it's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it says, "This way up," in Japanese.
Which, in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor right in here.
Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Damn right it doesn't. Well, it was less painful than Susato's takedown. Oh, the books have fallen over on the shelf. Wait, the books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they've all toppled down the same way.
Ah, so they must be real fan of dominoes then, I see. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
Yeah, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked, and everything was mown down at once.
I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama during his morning sword training, do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
Then perhaps... It was you, Naohiro-san, in a fit of rage.
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue! Could the way things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder?
Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. Lady, you're messing with a crime scene. Well, I guess that's back to normal.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a mouthful of donuts.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Don't rush it.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Okay.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
This bitch, I swear to God. I swear to Kami!
I just can't fucking decide.
Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here.
I don't think there's anything else. Oops. Ignore this bit.
Wait, oh.
I accidentally checked this in again. Oops. Ah, no. Sorry, ah.
You're blowing it.
I forgot how you, hold on. Okay. How do you, oh, look around with, it's with the D-pad, fucking. Okay. I think that's definitely everything that's explored around here. Yeah. I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it is a total Clerks moment.
This is Clerks.
Excuse me.
I would have mentioned just a 1910s Clerks.
But
Oh, do you want to do this later to help to save your voice?
Yeah, I can do the sailor. I have a fun time with accents.
Okay, alright. That's what I'd ask.
I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Would you mind if I investigated it a little outside? Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it is not true, I see. Is this story? The criminal asking prison guard to help him escape. Very funny. We're in the middle of the sea! There's no chance of me escaping! Yet! You stay inside this cabin until the next port. Then it is up to Hong Kong police to decide what they do with you. You stay! Alright. Jeez. There's no point in trying to appeal to this man's better nature, that's for sure.
You must show me a picture of a very handsome and beautiful horses if you wish to pass. But however help and the crewman forced the door open. This bowl had just been firmly closed.
Quite a small bolt. Not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, the door bolted. There'd be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares like that, I feel all tense up and down my spine.
Can you feel life moving through your life?
I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside of the room in a situation like this.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabinet and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
She glares at me like that. I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. Oh, look over there.
The crewman, do you mean? He wasn't there before, was he?
That's what I thought.
Why do we try talking to him?
Probably because I'm likely to get yelled at again. But I suppose I could try.
Yeah.
Is that?
Is something wrong, Nawahodo-san?
Yeah, everything's wrong. Oh no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir. Yes? What can I do for you? What a familiar looking face.
Who could this handsome devil be?
If he coughs up some ketchup again, I swear.
Oh, I recognize that face, but it can't be. It is!
I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga.
You're that guy with tuberculosis.
Hello again.
What are you doing here?
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped. Nearly stopped, I hope. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew on board the ship.
Again?
You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
Inspector?
I
I know well.
Indeed, I am him.
Yeah.
If there's anything I could do to help you, please ask.
I never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. So what are your special orders this time, Inspector?
Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? I'm so sorry.
Hmm?
This is all my fault. I take full responsibility.
For what?
My orders were to act as Asaki-san's bodyguard. It was Minister of Justice Jikoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asaki-san's reached Great Britain without being assassinated.
Assassinated? How could that have been a possibility?
I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Chijoku says we should be prepared for all eventualities.
This is incredible.
I don't believe it. Kasuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asaki-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning till night, every day. I never imagined what happened here, inside his own cabin, not here on the first-class deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asaki-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I could do is humbly apologize.
Inspector!
So, if there's anything at all I could do to help now, just say the word.
Commit Sudoku.
Right away.
I'll be your second. Oh. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves.
I see the katana over there. We'll get started with that, you know. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer?
Oh, with this again. Of course not!
We really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin.
I'm sorry.
What?
You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you boot to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman there will surely will surely snap your neck in two.
I suppose. I'm not just a stowaway now, they think I'm a murderer as well.
Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to.
But I don't see how.
There may be a way.
What? Really?
Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence in Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession.
Evidence?
It's just the same as you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel and choose some evidence that Inspector Hosonaga could use.
So, evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yes. I think I might know what we can use. Let's see if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain.
Also, I mean to say to hi cultist. Hope you doing alright. Looks like I think we need to.
Can't just roll over and accept my fate. I have to find out my way out of this cabin. If I'm going to turn this desperate situation around somehow, and the inspector in front of me is my only chance.
So let's see. Do we just inspect him again? Or examine? I'm too sure, but I've already got him. Is it just gonna be the same question again? I think it's just gonna be the same conversation again. Yeah, it is. I think I know what to do. So if I go back and then present it to Hosonaga, I think that's what I was meant to do. So the doors, wardrobe, to keep out. The Russian crew can actually read it. Wardrobe. Victim's final moments. Customer's diary. Let's examine that. Fear whistling sound. All looks like a speckled man is dangling from the ventilator griddle. Just trying to think, what will be good evidence? It wouldn't be this, would it? Like, It's in a ventilator griddle, or grill, so...
You ain't frying anything on that ventilator.
Could probably try this, maybe. What's that?
It's Kazuma's diary.
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange.
Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is...
Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? You're very astute, Inspector. That ventilator clearly joins the next door cabin.
That's right. So if we could investigate it in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was.
Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. Captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area, I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs though.
But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders?
I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain.
Geez, you maybe need to check that, or else you won't have a life to lay down.
I know, right, man? Well, bloody must have lost so far, even during this playthrough. After all, I had all the catch-up packs that I was on the ship. I failed to keep Asaki-san safe. This is the least I can do.
Thank you.
Let's seize the moment then, Naohara-san. Let's move, and we can leave the cabin at last.
Move? Alright, let's see what we can find out.
Okay, so let's go there.
Going to the passageway. First thing I see is a big-ass mousetrap.
Holy shit, you're right. Is that sounding just right outside the cabin door?
That was meant for ROUSs. Rodents of unusual size.
Who are they trying to hunt down, Roxy?
Oh, they're gonna need a bigger trap for that. Anyway, whew, finally made out of that cabin. Oh, I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on his study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in the steerage.
Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there. It's another crewman. It's another crewman keeping watch. It looks enormous, even if he's just sitting down.
The door next to him leads to a second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't.
I suppose. Like people in handcuffs?
Naohara-san, you look like you're a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. You've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
Well, yes, I know. But the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe.
It must have been a very trying time for you.
Please, don't give me that pitying look.
She's only just here to care.
This looks like the plan of the SS Buria. It shows each deck. Look.
Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skin hull. What a marvel of engineering!
Well, it's been playing in my mind for a while now. Actually, but yeah. How is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naohara-san.
It is?
Yes, consider the Japanese archipelago.
The islands of Japan?
Yes, they are not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea ever since the gods created them.
Well, I suppose so.
The ship protocols.
That's a huge book on top of the table there. There's a pen next to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a look through it?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Hmm. And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment.
I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment now, Oda-san. Even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably, that means there was nothing to report.
Let's see what this handsome devil has to say.
Excuse me, but could I ask you something? I'll play as the sailor's voice if you want. You little stowaway murderer!
That wasn't. Oh, sorry, that was you.
Oh, that wasn't a good start, was it?
Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you?
I'm gay. You little third-class lady's maid.
Ooh. Oh.
We seem to have caught this sailor on a bad day, Suzato-san. I'm not sailor. My mother gave me a name. Oh wait. Oh, he's Russian. So I'm senior crewman. Biff Stroganoff. Yes, laugh. Whew. The best thing is to avoid eye contact, I think. Mr. Stroganoff, about the first class cabin area. Here we are in the finest part of Buria steamship. For very important person. What sort of important person? Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret. Many important reasons. Or persons. This is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I'd let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you?
If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asagi currently occupied?
Duh!
Oh wait.
Suzato-san, do you understand that?
It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes. Oh no.
Huh. Genius. It is not permitted to it is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Huh? Well, sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least.
Yes. It's tantalizing.
Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with the murder of student boy. How can you be sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands.
Jeez.
Wow, that was harsh.
Could you tell us when Mr. Voila came on board?
That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time. Never heard of anything from the next door cabin, or even felt there's anyone there.
Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right?
That is not your business.
Also means to say, hey, Spice Orange, welcome to the stream. Also, just gotta take a little bit to get something to drink. 1 second, sips for this.
I guess that gives me some chance to finish my donut.
Yeah. Take a little breather. Also, looks like Anichi's doing his best to get back on here. It's been longer than 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hmm.
Lad needs to save up his bread and upgrade.
Hmm. Man needs to just full on upgrade, just from the ground up.
And the reason why I place so much emphasis on when I said bread, I've been watching a lot of Baku. That series is really funny.
Not sure if I heard of it, but I probably may have seen some things without realizing.
I'll probably post a video of it.
Ah.
It's the reason why I keep making references to boneless pizza.
Oh, that thing. With 2-liter Coke. Well, how many win of you, anyway? How many donuts you got left to eat, anyway?
Only the one.
Okay, yeah, you can finish it off.
Yeah, I just finished it off.
Oh, nice.
I ate an entire six pack of donuts today. I need to do a hell of a lot of squats later.
Until your biceps explode. Oh wait, I guess it'd be in this case, your your quads.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just quote Xenoblade just for a second there. Also, Onichi needs to be read.
I don't think he wants that. He not a fan of the people.
If you do that to him, he's just gonna go. Alright.
Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Seaman
Stroganoff.
Dang. Yes, very funny. All the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out.
I wonder, did you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about Student Boy. He was handsome. Were you on watch? Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Yet. Suzato-san, did you understand that?
It was clearly a no.
I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all. You didn't hear any strange noises? Or sense anything was wrong in some way? I said no! Sorry! I'm not so sure.
You did look like it took off to the side for a moment.
I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for. I could have sworn he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh, oh. It is time. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes. All right. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escaped when you escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or as the English say, when the pigs fly. Yes, I understand.
Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we?
Definitely.
Well, let's keep on looking around.
I had so much fun doing the Russian voices. I love doing that.
Yeah, I can tell you're having fun with them, so I'll leave it there with you to have fun with all of them. Also,
I love doing accents.
accents are most definitely fun, and Russian ones are very fun to do as well. Also, ooh, free food. Ah, a trap for catching mice.
Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait.
Let me see. Yes, I think that's what's called cheese. It is made from the milk of cows.
Cheese? Huh. Wonder what it tastes like.
Well, I'll give you an example of what it tastes like.
Cheese.
You can't eat it now, Hoda-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Really? But I suppose you're right.
You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
No. All I've had to eat for the past couple weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Aw, poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. Aw. She's got some heart on her.
It'll be the snack for me now. What do you think this is? Very pleasing shape, isn't it?
Hey, can I eat this? That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, alarm.
It says, press only in times of emergency. It looks as if it would set the alarm bells ringing all over the ship, and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Sounds like a recipe for mischief.
What are you doing, Nahoro-san? You mustn't touch it.
But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs.
You know full well that is not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, it will be an even worse situation.
I wish everything would just stop. The ship included.
I wish your heart would stop. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect everyone else.
You're no fun. This is it.
Luigi.
This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to.
He vented. Sorry. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask.
Sorry, Grass, I had to. Knock, knock, knock. No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There is no one in there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying. Ah!
Ah!
What was that? Came from inside the cabin.
Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman.
Stand aside!
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
I'm about to break the door down. Mr. Sholmes. I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? And how the deuce can dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick?
I think we should go in. There's no time to think about. There's no time to think about strike relief.
Ooh.
9th of January, SS Buria, first class cabin, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Stinky.
Oh my god, we are such children.
Oh.
Ooh. Who are you? Yeah. Who are? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A Western gentleman. This man looks Russian to me. Yeah. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. True. Yeah, true. This old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? Yeah, get out! All of you now!
Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsley, Grimes
Roylott.
Grimsby Roylott, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, Grimsby Roylott.
Grimsby Roylott. Okay.
Yep.
We'll get to it.
Yes, that's me. And you are?
I am the
You?
one and only, the actual Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt.
No.
I am a great detective among great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So, I assure you, you may trust me completely.
This man uses that magazine like a business card.
I really should invest in those.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So, I might be so bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case?
What? Don't be stupid! How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
Well, it is quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk.
Don't look at me.
Oh. Oh my, did you see that, Mr. No-Hodl?
Yes! The case just shook. Leave, now! Otherwise I'll call the steward! So this is Cosimo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. I can say it right.
Oh, I guess if he's actually Russian, I was doing the wrong accent.
He's probably trying to disguise it as best he can.
Yep. Mr. Roylott, we'd we'd like to talk to you about something. No! Oh? Ah. I do not want to talk. Leave my cabin now! Oh, this is going terribly.
We're not getting anywhere here.
I agree. But there may be someone else who can help. Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylett?
He's just sitting in there. Maybe we need to examine around. Let's speak to Sholmes.
Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes?
You need only address me as Sholmes.
That's what I just did, isn't it? Oh, wait, what do you mean, Spice? Is whose mic broken?
I don't think Chris's mic is broken. I don't know if it is or not.
Okay. Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there?
Why, I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of detection into service. Oh. And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken?
Well, no, actually, you're spot on once.
Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians.
Right.
Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. Well then, what are you about to see may as well astound you. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Could this man be more of a hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you?
What?
From time to time, it occurs to me, is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness?
I don't think either of those things should be occurring to you or anyone.
That's right, Mrs. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on your first meeting, but I once read, "It is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment." Shh! How about some complete silence?
What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. Thank you in disembodied voice.
No problem. What do you mean?
Number 1. Your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you're about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not?
Huh.
And number 2, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
Ah!
Oh, Mr. Nawahodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Shomo's great deductions on my own eyes.
Yeah, suck his dick, why don't you? That was a great deduction?
Yes, and now I must proceed to grapefruit. Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about the person.
What? What ineffable twaddle.
Oh yes, I have read about it countless times in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. Ah, this is like a dream come true.
I can hardly believe it. But the color is drained from... I can hardly believe it, but all the color is drained from Mr. Roylet's face. Looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How could you...
How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. He really likes his fancy words. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions.
Yeah. He is English, after all.
Yeah. Who do you think you're speaking to? That's good. So, I do ordinarily invite you to on a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. But plainly, let us work through my deductions together. The great deduction. The game is afoot. Topic number 1. All man's identity. So, the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches the eye in the first place. Is the enormous pair of shears in your hand? Now, we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring at us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the conspicuous beard you spot. Now... Copious. Now, moving on. The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular the fascinating front page article. Which should appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. I said it right this time. Having noted the article,
Good job.
Thank you. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, villain Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. In conclusion, a revolutionary on the run. But Holmes takes quite quickly, canonically, really, but if I need to. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, in this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have the most propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Oh.
It's Des!
Hey, Des, there you
Hold
are.
on, let me.
it is you. Oh, yeah, she's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think she meant to do the swap over with a PNG stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure what she said.
I don't know what she said either. I'm so confused.
I don't know if she accidentally stepped in just for a moment. I don't know. But in any case, we'll continue. Oh. Ah.
Welcome back. What?
I'm just playing peekaboo. Don't worry about me.
It's fine.
You're playing games with my heart. I don't like. Okay. Okay.
Alright. So, let's see. Where were we? And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. You must put it in your mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, a traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare.
No, I refuse.
What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps, one slight enough to fit therein.
Don't be absurd.
And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We are not well suited for a life of crime, are we? You careless coup de... Oh god. Coup de... Bloody French. Betrays you. Once again, we need to only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another, most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeting revolutionary to the back page, renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline could lead to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of adoption. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Conclusion, kidnapping of a young ballerina. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma, Edemensky. Never heard that one before.
Suzada-san. That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it?
Well, oh wait, since Des is in now, she could do if she wants to.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes's brilliant deductions, you know? But that did seem a little different somehow.
Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could you come over here for a moment?
Pray, what can I do for you?
Get the fuck out.
Okay.
It's about your deductions. Would you mind?
Not at all. Go on.
Well, start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing alike These two men look nothing like each other.
Yes, I recall your discussion earlier, and at the time I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary. Well, able to revolutionize his own appearance. Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. In fairness, Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina.
Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman.
But not just at first glance, it's too small, clearly! You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard!
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
Mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15.
No, I didn't know. How could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from that case.
Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men are consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Ooh, their bodies.
Vinegar?
For such a sour bunch, it would surely be a simplicity of self to contort oneself into the confines of that small case.
Oh dear. You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes.
This motherfucker reaching. This whole thing is turning into a circus.
Well, it's time to put my clown shoes on, boys.
Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seem a little off.
Your idea of a little, maybe a little off itself, Miss Susato.
It's just one or two key words in his seductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some keywords in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Precisely the thought I was going to go through my own mind.
This man is a lot of work.
At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me.
Well, yeah, it's not that funny.
This man thinks he's a riot. And you, my good fellow.
Sorry?
Take a moment to look at your wrists.
My wrists?
Oh.
Huh. Wait.
Your handcuffs.
Oh. Huh? How did...
I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction.
I don't believe it!
Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel.
When's Marvel?
Thanks, bro.
No problem, broski. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when you are finished.
I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this.
So, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Wins marble.
5 for some course correction. So, the dubious-looking Russian, Mr. Roylott, obviously, what catches the eye in the first place? Is the enormous pair of shears in your hand? Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport.
I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
Doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. Doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Trying to do shear a sheep?
Yeah, right. It does seem to be sitting right with Mr. It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, suppose that the deduction is wrong. Also,
Let's
why
try
did...
the keyword here. What's up?
Nah, go ahead.
Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright. Ow.
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott.
I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on.
Exactly.
And why does he have an English last name if he's Russian?
If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better,
Then what?
then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the one to do something about this?
You're the MC.
Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for?
Because the old man really was really about to cut. No buttons.
Can you look at his whole body?
Oh yeah. Oh. Well, how about this?
You were just on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport.
Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man.
You're not a man at all? You're a woman! And judging by the length and sheen of your hair...
One still very much in her youth.
Oh no! If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected.
The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. You have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary.
Alright, time to pick this shit apart. Well, that was a shock.
I had no idea an old man was really a young woman in disguise. Did you?
No. Yeah. What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yeah. It's a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah. Sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. I'm totally not enjoying proving my own innocence.
Yeah, say no more. I understand.
Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' shitty deduction, shall we?
I heard that.
The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true, given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman.
Actually, she can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Yes.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try and hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard something about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best.
Okay, cultist. So we turn around and examine this thing up.
Wait, what if she is the ballerina?
Probably is.
This is interesting.
Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san?
Well, no, I meant to... Yeah, it might... I mean, it looks like it might be interesting.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid.
No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess. Do you think?
She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you?
I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. I totally don't like Russian women.
I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents.
Oh, thank you. Pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes.
It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova.
Why are Russian names so hard to...
And pronounce. Gosh dang. It appeared the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room, wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubies. Or rubles.
Yeah, it's rubles. Yeah. How much is 20,000 rubles?
$200.
No idea, but I'm quite sure. It must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Suzato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves.
I'm gonna steal it.
The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It would seem like the director is beside herself with Rory.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain.
Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country?
It does not seem to be the Russian thing to do.
Calm
They're
down.
very patriotic.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo.
Hey, it's been updated.
The article about the ballerina. It's her, I'm calling it. gonna preemptively spoil it.
Are you quite concentrating? You identified exactly what I did originally.
Oh, yes. So I have. Sorry.
Well, I do understand. As inimitable as I am, people do like to try. But you won't make a great detective like that, nor even a great detective's assistant.
An assistant's assistant, then. Alright, I'll think again.
Oh, Chris.
Mr. Royal, it isn't a isn't a merciless revolutionary at all.
He isn't even a mister. Under that disguise, he is a young woman.
And I do feel like we have some evidence here. Evidence here somewhere that might reveal who she really is.
Let's have another look through all the evidence we've gathered so far and see if we can find it.
Oh, there we go. I didn't. Okay, I didn't see that part. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
Yes!
That's what I was meant to do.
Yes!
Yes!
Show me your deduction! The evidence that reveals your true identity, evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right.
Oh, wait, that's me. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. You hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear that we are finally able to address you by your true name.
Yes, because your true identity is that of Novovich, ballet's prima ballerina.
Miss Nikolina Pavlova.
Ah!
I think I'll just pierce the hat.
Mm. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone.
Now, as for my second conclusion, you are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime.
Huh?
And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have the propensity. Ah, not this word again.
Propensity.
Propensity to let their eyes stray, you see.
Ah!
And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that traveling case.
This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly, she can't be inside of that traveling case as well.
That's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? See, I'm gonna have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again.
No, it's perfect. What are you doing?
You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
Oh, it's quite hand. Stop it.
I hear you're taking ballerina lessons there, Mr. Naruhodo.
Hmm.
Anyway, There must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to.
If not that, then... Ooh. Maybe that... Is there anything else other than that? I'd imagine...
Yes!
The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. Ah!
I
believe this...
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not? Observe, indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it is an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary,
The crime you have committed is theft.
grand theft.
Oh no!
Oh yes, you let your ballet toupee unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you.
You meant true.
Troop.
Ah! Ah! Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I have no one, no family, no friends. I'm all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia? It belongs to me. Earl is only 15 years old. She'd run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now.
Come, come. Let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean?
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish for it to be remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I have ever laid eyes on them. Dear me, we are not well suited to our life of crime, are we? Your careless coup de duel betrays you. Once again, we only need to follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the books on the shelf.
Completely changed tack with his deduction now.
I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? In other words, he's backpedaling.
Yes, I am. I mean, no.
Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought himself to the bookshelf and brought the bookshelf into all this? Isn't it a wild guess, surely?
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong. Would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
And there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. That's where she keeps her bad dragons.
That's why it's vibrating. Oh no.
And it must be somewhere in the same area. If that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
Before TOS.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't mention that.
I agree. That's the only answer.
It's fine.
Whatever has she hidden inside that case? It's the Tomar Emeralds, I know it. Should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase.
Cress saying she's not real. The cabin door. Some picture, no. She was gazing in this sort of direction, so nothing over here. Maybe the bookshelf. What's the message? She be suspicious about the door? Oh, maybe she's worried about the rules of passage. Remember that they can't have anything like pets and other things on board?
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. There's very likely a pet inside.
Yes, and that's what she's worried about.
It's a little kitty cat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is it's written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage of this vessel.
She's carrying the fat boy in there.
Yeah, she's got the fat boy. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. Jiggly.
As we've seen, trunk wobbles from time to time. But no weapon or other dangerous item would move of its own accord, thank goodness.
Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case. Is the last item listed
as a item is forbidden vessel's rules of passage.
A pet.
A pet.
That'd be really hard to try and read it in synchronization.
Yeah, that was difficult.
Wario.
Oh no!
Production complete. Adventure.
Naruhodo found a new bro, even if he is an airhead. So clearly, you aren't who you say you were. No, I'm not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel.
Yeah, which couldn't have been easy. The Buria has a huge steamship with a vast crew. She really could have snuck aboard without being noticed.
In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your blonde hair. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, Who was it that let out the scream we heard outside the cabin?
That avertible thinking of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally.
More like a set of pipes, if you ask me. I was so scared when he ran away in Shanghai. I was sure that he would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how you say, disgust myself, so no one would recognize me.
And as a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man? I see.
I can see.
Eyes.
I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So, I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. So I picked up the scissors in my hand, and
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
easy, really go through.
He really wanted to kick it down.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time.
And are those two even talking about the same thing?
That's
Oh,
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case?
you were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in this whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say it to any of the crew,
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in such much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
yes, all right, I will tell you.
Well, Naruhodo? Wasn't that something Mr. Sholmes's great deduction?
Here, here.
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. At least Miss Pavlova agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing.
Oh, yeah, yes? What?
Sorry.
It is not fine, Missy. I'm just kidding. Observe your wrists.
My...
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how?
True to my word, as I restored your shackles.
When and why?
There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say. It can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door or to this one, right? Last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh, that's why we're trying. Yeah. Oh, that's why we're trying to figure out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest? Perhaps its steam engine exploded?
Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
Maybe if they're deaf, they would notice.
I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that would happen around me. Oh, I see.
I think once you're done talking to Nicolina, you should stop for today. Fair play.
Yep.
You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes. I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America.
Living in America.
I will never dance again. And I want to forget everything about ballet. I will start a new life. I hate ballet teachers.
You wish to
They're so pushy.
You wish to forget a challenging proposition. When you had that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I had stayed, it would have killed me.
Sheesh.
So you ran away to protect yourself?
Yes, and the crew of this ship. They have all been so kind to me. They let me come aboard, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but...
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. Riddle me this, Batman.
Hey, Vinny.
And hey, Vinny. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night when that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Bruya stopped by no port last night.
Ah! That's it! Of course!
So, how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
Oh yeah.
But it's not your business.
Y'all ever had beef stroganoff, by the way? Delicious.
Yeah, good stuff.
Gonna be making him
Yeah.
stroking off.
Yeah. Didn't help that I accidentally called him semen stroking off.
See him stroking off.
Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
I didn't see him.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace to grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry, what was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Okay, Delulu.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, in fact.
Yes, Mr. Showy.
I take that as a compliment.
Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really would happen.
What didn't happen?
So the friend you mentioned is inside the traveling case. Is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Yes, we just said that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, please, don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious.
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
Thank you.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
A book.
It's a puss, I know it. Maybe an adorable little rabbit?
A tampon. Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you?
Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Friends? Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
Really?
Yes, delete the post now, young man. Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance.
So, you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that.
Yes, friends.
Mm-mm.
Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret, not to be revealed.
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Ooh, the writing!
Okay.
Oh, wait. I think...
I mean... I don't know. Either that or Kazuma's diary.
Could be the crime scene photograph.
I mean, could be. I could probably try and present that to her.
Read the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but
Miss Pavlova, would you take a look at this?
Ah, look at this photograph, my dear.
I don't know.
Every time it makes me laugh.
I don't know anything.
Mr. Naruhodo, you're frightening the poor girl.
Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't trying to.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong.
Maybe the diary is all I can really think about.
Yep. This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes. And he wrote it in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads... 1:23 a.m. I can hear his faint whistling. And then a few minutes later, 1:35. What looks to be some sort of speckled band dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? I don't understand. Strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see.
You might know everything that we're going to do. That's not going to help you, since we're going to know everything that you're going to do. It's strange, isn't it?
Oh, wait. It's up there on the wall.
In
In other words,
this captain and
yeah.
the victim's cabin are connected together.
That's what I had to do a little Sonic OVA quote.
That was a really good unison, though.
oh,
Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you, or the whistling sound, perhaps?
Spit it out already.
no. I don't know anything. Oh.
You...
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there?
Excuse me, Mr. Roylet. Yes? What? Wow, she's so fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to the captain's quarters at once. Please. Alright. I will come now. What? You must leave, now. Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out! The passenger said out! Or do you want me to throw you out? Ugh. Looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
Later?
What a pity.
I hardly know her.
We have one! So we lost our chance. And we still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin. We were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
I guess that is indeed. That's definitely a good little stopping point, I suppose, if Crest is suggesting that, because I assume that I guess things get more beefier from here.
Man, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a nice little fun little session. Much shorter than the previous ones, but I don't mind little short ones. Considering that we've still going to got so many people.
Hope I wasn't I hope I wasn't being a voice hog.
You were fine, honestly. I didn't feel like there was any time where I felt like you were stressing your voice out too much. At least I hope.
Yeah. I enjoy doing the line raids.
I can tell. They're a lot of fun. And Sholmes, man, I feel like I need to study a fucking dictionary or thesis. Or no, a thesaurus.
With the obsequences and the verisimilitude of my endeavors. And you're like, oh my god.
It's like, please. I know it's the 1910s, so please.
This is like when Americans listen to English.
It is like that.
I will say, Eth, you are getting into the Herlock Sholmes character very well, though.
Aw, thank you.
Like, you're getting all like, you're like, yes, I'm brilliant. It's great. I'm like, oh, he's doing so well.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoy Sholmes so far. He's great. I really like the way he speaks as well. I had a feeling that his voice would sound exactly like it would have in the animated cutscene. So
Yeah.
I was glad. I was glad it was that kind of voice. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I know it's a much shorter stream than we usually do, but since Cress has played this game with Series 4, and haven't you as well, Des, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Then
I mean, I got halfway through. I think I.
And I haven't played a single dang one.
and you're seeing it all from the very beginning, Smash, so you know, this is a decent starting point, I suppose.
Yep.
Honestly, it's a lot of fun. I feel like I wish Zoom was kind of here to be here for some of it. God damn it, cultist.
I made me poop a little.
Oh my goodness. I haven't seen past chapter 1.
Yeah, I think when it comes to this game, I beat past the one about the carrot with the carriage or something, and then I didn't, and then that was where I stopped.
Ah. Well, I'm sure we'll definitely be progressing progressing well past that next time we play.
And be like, yeah. I mean, I've forgotten a lot of it, but I'm also like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Yes, I definitely look forward to next time for sure, because man, this case is going so interesting. So yeah, so
The plot
the plot
thickens.
thickens, and so does somewhere else that would be against TOS. Just call me Herlock Schweens.
It's funny. It's funny because
Sweet. It's funny because sweet.
Oh, dearie me. But yes. Yes, thank you all for joining. I know once again, I do apologize if you were hoping for it to be a bit longer, but this session was much shorter this time. It doesn't have to be short. But next time, hopefully next Friday, we'll once again continue on from this case. We'll continue on with this case, should I say, rather. I can't think of any other closing notes. As usual, this Sunday, should be the usual Vesperia.
Sunday.
Sunday. Be there. I feel like I've done that thing so many times, but it never stops being funny. But is there anything else you guys like to close off before I wrap things up?
Nope. Wingly do.
I'll take that as your closing note.
I caught a little bit of the scrunko.
Well,
Be well, be safe.
yes, definitely. And I guess a little bit of Niji decided to enter into you there just for a moment in that smash.
You got possessed.
Got possessed
Yeah.
by the Scrunko.
Yeah, no, don't be safe. Go take risks. Be dangerous.
Run with scissors, kids.
Safety's for communists.
Yes, it is. Da comrade. How would I say goodbye in Russian? Was it
До свидания.
До свидания. Alright, take care, people. Au revoir.
Later,
Sayonara.
dudes.
Bye.
Cheese.